are watching, if indeed anybody is watching. I don't think, it doesn't look like the link has worked, just like before. Really? Yeah, nobody can see me. Yeah. Baby crying in the back. Hear me. If I don't know if they can. I mean, we're out live. I just don't see how you see indication of who sees this. If you can see it, let me know. It's through a Hangout. I mean, it's not the only way, but it's the only way I could do it at the last minute.
Where's the link?
We've got a control room. Hello, everyone. Say hi. Well, you can't.
Well, yeah. Hi, everyone. But the thing is, we can't see you.
It's all right. I think they might be there. I just don't know where. There's a chat. So, say something in the chat. You can't. Okay. Well, we're live. We're public. We're everything else.
But there should be a link.
It's okay. We'll deal with it. We'll deal with it. Yeah. No. Unfortunately, this is a broadcast that should be going straight to YouTube as we speak. I don't know why this is working. Hello? If you can see or hear this, let me know. Yeah. I don't think, I mean, if I refresh my YouTube thing here, it says just videos. So that's.
There should be a specific link for this.
I need to sit there so I can plug my phone in. Okay. Oh, maybe.
This doesn't make any sense. We went public. We definitely went public. I might speak to myself. The ambience. With that, fine. We have a child on the floor. That's my niece, Elise, rhymes, who is playing. So the rustling is going to make it quite the ambience, I think. Well, this is definitely different. Friday night. I'm carrying on as if you can see this, because even if you can't, I'll post this afterwards. There are 81 people. Hi. Wow, it is going out live. Now I feel stupid. So this is the first time this has ever worked for me. I'd say that in 2017, I think it was about June, as I've clocked that to memory, I tried going live before and it didn't work. And I had to sort of do a message box. Like I said, the person you can hear off screen, I should say child, not person, is my niece. She is, bang sounds as children are wont to do at that age. But so I don't know how to see your questions. Apparently, Tara just told me that you are sending questions in. I'm doing this via Hangouts because I tried doing it via sort of the YouTube streaming service itself, and it didn't. I'm apparently not. So I'm going to go to wherever it is she's seeing this. I don't know where that is. Say hi, by the way. Tell me which state you're from, or even which country you are from, and maybe not. Likely I have. I've been to over half the states now in the Union. Where is this? How are you seeing this? I don't understand. Sorry, this is definitely my first doing this, so you will have to bear with me. So where are you seeing this, Tara? Just so I know how.
On my phone, I can see the chat.
What's happening in it?
Lots of people telling you where they're from. Texas, Nevada.
Go Texas, go Nevada, Nevada.
Lakes,
what?
Virginia.
Merca. Nevada. Oh. So I had to, emphasize the pronunciation there. I don't know how Tara's seeing this. This is weird. I really need to utilize this particular aspect of YouTube live streaming because I want to see all of your comments. That's the reason for doing this, and because I want to share a drink with you. This is a mug, but it has wine in it, Beaujolais to be precise. I'm having a Friday night drinking session. This is so. Tara? Where are you seeing this? I need you to stop talking to child for a second and tell me where you're seeing this chat, because I can't find it. Hello. Oh, it's on the phone. I'll pull up my phone. This is all very silly. I
I
apologize.
don't know why it's not working on the regular chat screen.
Yeah, well, because I had to do it through Hangouts. It was just not working. Like I said, turn on chat. Oh, I found it. I think I found it. No, I haven't found it. That's something else. Sorry, everyone. I will get this. Bear with me. I will find. I found it. There it is. So I'm just going to have to pull it up on my phone. This is typical. I mean, of me, you know, organization-wise, there are 101 of you. This is overwhelming. Beaujolais is a friend wine. Thank you for that. And oh, I wish I had a drink as well, just a Coke. Yeah, I gave up Coke in 2014. The drink, not the drug. I've never done Coke the drug, just to be clear. But Coca-Cola, yes, I gave up all pop in 2014. Very proud of that fact. And I haven't had that, you know, that feeling you get when you drink pop and your teeth just feel really sticky and gross. Haven't had that feeling in 5 years, which that's my niece. Say hello, Elise. Say something. What's your favorite Dickens novel? She hasn't formulated that opinion yet, but it's Hard Times. She told me. It's a little laggy. Sorry. Yes, I'm not surprised. It's a bit laggy, just because this is my first time doing it. Pop, you said pop. I did. This is amazing. So many comments. Finally, hey, Lawrence. Keep it down with the noises over there. I'm trying to control the ambience. It's a very hard thing to do when you've got both a niece here and a cat, and they hate each other. So we'll see how that goes. Finally, hello from Northern Maine. I've not quite made it up to Northern Maine, but I have been to Portland and where was the first place? Bangor, to the airport. I probably butchered the pronunciation there of Bangor, didn't I? Brits have teeth. Just kidding. Thanks, Chloe's mum. To be fair, mine are falling away, probably because of the pop that I used to consume. Sparkling water for me. Good on you, thud thud. That's me too. Although LaCroix has sort of, it gives me the burps. You've heard me in my not live videos, but my videos where I'm doing sort of quizzes or things like that. I've done 2 of those recently, and I let out a belch. And that's because of the LaCroix that I'd been drinking at the time. It's so weird. I'm watching myself on my phone, and I'm out of time with myself. It doesn't make much sense. Running smoothly now, says David Diaz. That makes me feel good. So brilliant to see that. Hello from Massachusetts. Oh, I love Massachusetts. I visited in 2004. A little bit of trivia. Visited Boston in 2004, and the Boston Red Sox that year went on to win the World Series for the first time in 80-something years, and I have a track record of doing that in other places. So if you want me to visit your hometown to make sure that your sports team wins some kind of first or a championship of some kind, let me know in this stream, and maybe I'll make it happen. Who knows? Let's see. What else have we got here? Hello from West Valley City, Utah. I've been to Utah, of course. I didn't make it to West Valley City, but maybe someday I will. I love this. This is brilliant. Hi from Kentucky. Been there so many times. Great state of Kentucky. What else have we got? I made a peanut butter and jelly sandwich in honor of you the other day, the right way. There is no right way. We've already established this. Although Tara is still under the impression that she wins this argument, I have to calmly disagree with that. Come to Toronto, says Fad Nama, YouTube user. I've been to Toronto in a manner that doesn't count. I've been to the airport at Toronto, but I did see the CN Tower out of said airport. So in a way, I feel like that counts because that's a building that I've always wanted to see. So again, apologies for the ambience here. This is very much a spare of the moment, spontaneous act of live streaming. We've got the family round who are here to just keep an eye on Tara, not keep an eye on her. It's not like 1984. They're not, Orwellian in that sense. They are here to help her. She's just been through surgery. She's doing very well, but she's off camera right now because she's drunk as a skunk. No, I'm lying. It's me that's been doing the drinking out of my the writing might be back to front, but it says, I never thought I could be such a cool uncle, and yet here I am. I'm drinking wine out of that, and my niece is over there being breastfed. Shouldn't have looked, but I did. So here we go. So potted meat, anything like deviled ham spread? I don't know, is it? That question comes from, well, the question's gone now, but thank you for that question. What do we got here? Yes, there is a right way to make PB&J sandwiches. Yes, there is. Who cares at this point? Too much to drink. Don't care about grammar. Don't tell that to my former language professor. He will kill me. What do we got here? Deviled ham is the closest American thing, apparently, is what I'm seeing here. LOL, says Jack Zimmer. I don't know what to. There could have been numerous moments in this live broadcast, including this one right here, that could be laugh out loud funny. Cheshire, UK. Hello. I've been to Cheshire. I've been to Chester Zoo. Good times. Your Delaware correspondent has arrived. Good. Hello, Del Guy 03. I've never been to Delaware. I long to go. My favorite fact about Delaware at this moment is that Dover, Delaware, the capital, of course, of Delaware, is in Kent County, and Dover in England is in the county of Kent. Isn't that amazing? I love that. Sorry if that got feedback in the microphone. I sensed it probably did. What have we got here? Picture is not reversed. Oh, good. That's good. So you actually read that in real time. Real time's the wrong phrase, but it's the right phrase to a drunken mind. Okay, so mushy peas are the best. I do not discount that, British tea drinker. But you've called yourself British tea drinker. Is British tea not the best? Could be at this point. Hello from Newcastle, UK, says Voltanese. If you could do your best Geordie accent for us over this, that would be impossible because I'm the only one doing the talking, and I am not going to do a Geordie accent right now. I could, but I would butcher it. Thanks, Lawrence, says Jack Zimmer, for the previous shout out. Let's see, what do we got here? Somebody's asking me to pronounce grammar. What's grammar? Is that grandma? What happened to the final R? Oh, grammar. Yes, the word grammar. Well, I'm from a part of the world that is not known for its rhoticity, although there are aspects of rhoticity in the UK. If you look at the southwest of England and also up in Scotland, rhoticity is quite a big thing. So they pronounce the R in car. In America, it's more or less the norm. You do have some places, of course, in the United States where that is not the case. Formerly in Boston, people, dropped that R in car, but it's sort of winding down now. That old Bostonian accent in the younger generation is less observed. But again, in the South, in I think parts of, where is it? Maybe Alabama, you might pronounce words like art as art. I didn't quite do that justice, but that is something that happens. Ian Edwards in Virginia, from Merthyr Tydfil in Wales, I believe. Hello. This is brilliant. The word grammar. Oh, just re-emphasizing, yes, that they meant the word grammar. No ketchup on Chicago dogs, Lawrence. Yes, definitely something I learned from a quiz that I did yesterday. So when I do that next video, which will be me giving a verdict on Chicago hot dogs, I will be very sure. Maybe I will include it. No, I said to somebody the other day that I need to write on my forehead, no ketchup, and I'll write it in ketchup. That would be ironic, wouldn't it? Hello from Long Creek, Oregon, one of the smallest towns in Eastern Oregon. Population 195. That's amazing. Hello, Dr. Seventh McCoy. Oh, he's my doctor technically, because when I was a kid, probably about 7 years old, actually, let's see, 1987, 6 years old, he was the first doctor that I saw on television on BBC in real time. I use the word real time accurately this time, so that feels good. Say the word, this is Jonathan Reyes, say the word harbour for me. I can't get that sound right while trying to talk British. Harbour. Yes, because that has two instances of rhoticity in it, and I don't use either. But yes, that's the case there. This is I need to live stream more, don't I? A little insight actually into that. We are going to be doing some live streaming here in the future. If you are one of our patrons on Patreon, you will be able to see these on a regular basis. That's something that we are going to be trying to pilot here soon. Oh, thank you, Epix00, who just because gave us a $2 payment. This is something that's new to me, so I don't really know how all this works. And I think that sort of engineers from me a shout out when you pay us through Google AdSense. So
yes, it does.
If you're feeling up to it, and you want to get a shout out, that's probably the best way to get noticed, I think. I am definitely new to all of this. David Rauschmiller, the soft R Southern accent is called the Cavalier accent and originated in aristocratic Virginia. I'm glad that was brought to the point. Jack Zimmer says, how's Tara doing? So at the beginning of this cast, for anybody who missed it, she is doing well, except the 2 amputated legs. Unfortunately, we just, we had to knock them off, and the real unfortunate part of that is I have to push her around in a wheelchair. But you make sacrifices. No, she's fine. She's completely fine. He does, just for humor purposes. YouTube calls the money super chat. Yes, that was something I enabled earlier on, but I didn't think this was going to work, and thankfully it did. Just signed in. Was he talking about the doctor who hated being the doctor, or the chubby, angry Colin Baker? Isn't that one and the same? No, I was talking about Sylvester McCoy. Let's see. So glad she's okay, says 2B. I think we're all glad. Child, just getting some tangerine. Is she getting tangerines?
She's figuring out something in this fridge.
They're my tangerines. She better not steal them.
You ate all your cheese today, so she's just gonna keep eating it.
What is that? I've got to get my protein somehow, you little thief. What do we got here? So this is good. It's gone by. Oh, another $5. What do you call these? Payment from Let's Go Road Tripping. I want to shout out, hello from Chicago, so far away. I'll wave to you over there. Thank you so much for that. Let's Go Road Tripping, and I agree with the sentiment of Let's Go Road Tripping. Who was the one who hated being the doctor? Who hated being the doctor? Well, William Hartnell, the first doctor, was grumpy about it, but he kept coming back, so he couldn't have complained too much. Welsh is so difficult, says JWB52ZZ. Do you mean like the language is difficult, or mimicking a Welsh accent is difficult? Because I would agree in both instances in that case. Donation. Thank you. The word is donation. Well, I mean, I think MB is pointing out that the word for a donation is indeed a donation. But I've, of course, had 2 mugs of red wine, so it's very difficult. By the way, they're called donations. A lot of people pointing this out to me, my grasp of English, not what it used to be. A $5 donation from Tracy Scrabut. Let me know how I pronounce that. Marmite, yes or no? Yes if I'm eating Twiglets, no if I'm putting it on bread. It's weird. I don't know why I've decided that is the case, but it is. Green Ghost, I'm the only mug here. Well, stop watching then. That's all I can say about that. Chloe's mum does thumbs up to Tracy. So there we go. Have you spent time in Colorado? This is from Scotty Richard Studio. Yes, I have, twice, in fact, both on business trips, out in Denver, or more specifically, actually, the city of Westminster in Colorado. Not to be confused with Westminster, London. Very different place. Let's see. What is a twiglet? It's sort of like a little stick. I'm getting pointed at. I'll answer this first. It's like a little stick that's crispy and is covered in Marmite. What more is there to know? What were you trying to tell me, Tara? What am I looking at? $5. What? I'm being told something. I don't know what it is. Actions, remove. I'm so confused by what she's trying to show me, but this is unedited. I can't do much about it. Hey, Tara asked me a question. You're in the room. Just ask me the question. Hey, do you want teriyaki chicken for dinner? It's your wife. No, that's not happening. I've already ordered lemongrass chicken from.
You haven't.
What's going on?
We switched to Chinese.
What are you doing? Why? Not that I have a problem with that, but was it too expensive at the place I recommended? Only the best for me. What?
So many fees.
Unbelievable. So I'm not getting the lemongrass chicken. We're getting takeout, take-in, whatever you want to call it. And they're ordering me. Hello, do you want to be on screen? It's my cat. No, it's not. It's my niece. And in fact, now I get a question. What is your favorite food? Well, it was lemongrass chicken and they took it away from me. So now I'm getting teriyaki chicken, which I'm not adverse to, if I'm honest. So there's noise going on there. Epic 00, $5. Brilliant. Actually, these are called super chats, and this second one is so you both can have a cup of coffee on me. Thanks again. because actually I usually fill my mugs with coffee, but if it's Friday night and I'm going out there, we've got more. Dr. Seventh McCoy, another one. Would you ever consider a meet and greet with fans? Yes, I would. We've talked about this so many times.
That's our 100 Patreon.
It is indeed. When we reach $100 on Patreon, go to patreon.com/lostinthepond. I say that in my sleep now. Tara's told me to stop it. Then, once we reach 100 patrons on there, we're going to try to have a meetup in the next city that we go to. It's a tricky thing to do, I think, because you've got those cities where maybe we don't have quite a following, and so it's harder to sort of negotiate that. We've got an announcement. She wasn't up for it. Normally she's fine around me, but anyway, so all that to say, we do want to have a meetup, or more than one meetup. We want to try to sort of organize this around our trips and all of that. So we'll see what we can do. Tara is the expert there. She is my lawyer. She is my organizer. She is my
so not his lawyer.
Well, not officially, but I've been calling her that. And she's my trip advisor. I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep up with this as best I can. We may have had another $5 amount come in. If so, let me know who you were, because I could have missed it. I was looking off and I feel bad. $2. This is Jacob Miller. Say the word Mackinac. See how I did that? I didn't pronounce it Mackinac. So I've learned. I did do a video back in the day where I pronounced Mackinac as Mackinac Island. Really want to, actually. I can't wait to do that. Yes, Elise is a very blonde cat. This is true, and a very crying one. Although my own cat was crying at her earlier on, hissing no less. Have you ever seen a cat hiss at a child? It was like cruelty. It was like animal cruelty, but in reverse. Yeah, but that's you. So it is weird. Say squirrel, please, says Jay. I feel like a performing monkey. Squirrel.
Hey, as long
There you
as
go.
you're referring for tips.
Yeah, apparently. Let's see. Words from the Pacific Northwest. Those would be fun. What words are there from the Pacific Northwest? I don't know off the top of my head. I'd have to really think about that and visit the Pacific Northwest again. I've only been to Seattle, and where else did I get to? Spokane, Washington. What else have we got? Say geoduck. What's that? What's geoduck? I've probably shown my ignorance over something rather hip there, or something to the contrary. Don't know. Joe Duck, Go Duck. What is all of this? You people are messing with me. Oh, it's a Pacific Northwest term, apparently. They want me to say y'all. Y'all. There you go. Y'all having a good time? I'm so sorry about that to my southern friends out there. So what do we got here? Gooey Duck. Is that a place? Gee, never mind. It's a clam. It's a clam, apparently. This is brilliant. By the way, I made no real plans as to when to end this live stream. I've been told it can go on for 8 hours. Probably won't do that. That is a long time to go on here. Did Leah and Joel, I've never heard it in that order, but did Leah and or Joel contact you? In a way, yes. They responded to the video that I put out yesterday and were very pleased that I mentioned them and all of that. So that was really exciting. Just, excited that they have a plan potentially to come here. Give the live stream a like. Oh, if I did, that'd be arrogant, wouldn't it? If I liked my own live stream, but maybe at some point. Okay, Lawrence, say gully washed. I've said it. There you go. Don't know what it means, but I've said it. This person's from Nottingham-ish. That's hard to say. This is brilliant. There are so many comments. It's hard to keep up with all of you, but I will try my best. Actually, I've already massively failed. Let's see. Tetley or John Smith's? Tetley, I think, probably. When the wine runs out, so will you.
Can I show them?
This is true. Yes, you can bring the cat onto the screen. No, don't do that. No, because it's going to be wobbling and all sorts. Yeah. Yeah.
She's sitting still eating. I would not
them.
It's fine. It's fine.
Well, why don't you guys tell us whether or not you would like Elise to be seen? And
Yeah.
If you do, then I'll show you.
It's fine. Like she won't say anything incredibly racist or anything like that. She is quite a placid child, but it's just difficult to, with children and animals. I was saying this earlier on. It's difficult to get them to stay still when you're filming them. Earlier on, we were doing photography sessions. It's just coming over. Are you coming over? And it's also difficult to get them to speak English in the case of a baby. Not so much the cat. The cat does really well with that.
Hawaii gave us a new Patreon pledge.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you. What was the name?
Peg Y.
Peg Y. Thank you for the pledge. And a $2 donation. Thank you. What is this? Say it. I dare you. Achafalaya. It went away. $5 from Chip. Chip, it went away. I don't know. Oh, can I go back? I can go back. Oh, Chip just gave us $5. No requests. If you've got any requests, let me know. No nudity. Won't do that on YouTube. And no singing. I'm not going to do song requests. I might, but my family's here. I don't want to embarrass them live on air. I'll go back now. You go back, you click that, and it takes you to where you were. Oh, it is. Thank you. Say that out loud.
I don't know if that's right or not.
Akafalaya. We both tried. Need more Cockney accent. Well, I don't know. I don't know if I should do that. That went wrong. I don't know if I could do that after. In fact, I go into Michael Caine when I try to do a Cockney accent. I don't know why that happens. Probably because I've had a bit to drink, and Michael likes a bit of the old booze as well, doesn't he? All right. So what we got here? I don't know. Mark Ulrich, no snow. It's back up to 50 here. Yes, beautiful to see the spring weather actually returning. And you know what I have, what my feelings are on that. Let's see. What else have we got here? Somebody likes Miss Brahms on Are You Being Served? Can't disagree. EPL or rugby team? EPL, that's the English Premier League for anybody who's not watching. And my favorite EPL team, the Chicago Cubs. I'm confused. It's Friday night. That's going to happen. No, my EPL team, let's say it loudly together, Manchester United. But I want Liverpool to win the Premier League this season. Not because I dislike Manchester City, nor because I dislike Liverpool, obviously. As a Manchester United fan, I'm supposed to dislike both, actually, but I don't buy into that whole rivalry nonsense. And I just want to see a team that hasn't won it in a long time win it. $2 from Ron Hansen. Thank you, Ron. That is spectacular. Manchester United, says somebody. I went high pitched there. Sorry, I do that in my non-live videos too.
I think you're a man now, Lawrence.
Well, I'm not. That's the thing. Yeah, I am one of those glory hunters. No, actually, true story about this. The reason I started supporting Manchester United is my brother had this really cool friend. And you know when you have an older brother and they have a really cool friend who you look up to like this, and he came in with Manchester United shirts on, Eric Cantona written on his back. I did anything that guy did. Right. So from that day on, from 1993 on, I supported Manchester United, didn't know anything about them. And then they won the league title. So it was, again, it plays into that whole good luck thing that I have going. Do you like Carl Pilkington? This is from Green Ghost. Yes, I do like Carl Pilkington. I bloody love the travel series that Ricky Gervais and Stephen Merchant did with him. $2 from Brian Powers. Thank you. Go Boston Bruins. Go Boston Bruins. I know about the Boston Bruins, and it's a really weird story. It goes back to watching Survivor Series 93, and Bret Hart's dad was dressed up in a Boston Bruins coat. And I don't know why I remember that, but I do. Are you watching GOT? What's that? That's Game of Thrones. You know what? I've seen the first series, really love it. But because I have a full-time job as well as this YouTube channel, it's hard for me to keep up with binge watches. I do it with Doctor Who, obviously, but I have to pick my time. Somebody just gave us another $5 one. Who was that, Tara? Rial, thank you. I still love your name, Rial.
We're absolutely going to come to Montana when the snow melts.
We will. Do you know how close I was to visiting Montana? I was like this close if you're on a sort of zoomed in map. Not really. I mean, I was miles away, but Montana, I was in Idaho, and there was an idea because I was up in Coeur d'Alene for a business trip, but then I had to go down to Idaho Falls. We either took the plane to Salt Lake City and then to Idaho Falls, or we were going to drive through Montana and down to Idaho Falls. And we unfortunately went with the former. But next time I will get out there. Thank you for that $5 donation. What do we got? Fecking Glory supporter. You tell him, Gavin Giant. 30% of super chats go to Google. That's sad. Okay, did you watch Downton Abbey on PBS? No, we watched it on ITV because we had a dodgy, what was it, VPN. No, you watched it on PBS.
Dodgy.
No, it wasn't. I was kidding. I wouldn't do anything like that. Yes, Tara watched it more than I did. I was hooked, but
My sister
see,
is obsessed with it now too. And
Yes.
She just reminded me that a new film is coming out.
A
We're
film
really
is coming out.
excited now.
yes, but see previous comment about Game of Thrones. It's hard for me to keep up sometimes. Yes, visit New Jersey. I technically did. I went to, was it Ellis Island? Is it Ellis Island where it's part owned by New Jersey and part owned by New York? Let me know in the comments below. But wherever it was one of the islands. I went into the New Jersey section, so technically did visit New Jersey. $5 from Counter Tenor. Thank you for that. There are other words pronounced differently, like boy versus buoy and geyser versus geyser. Is that the difference there? $2 from Del Guy 03. Thank you, Del Guy 03. What is it that you write for a living? Well, I write scripts for YouTube, so that's become somewhat of a living. But previously, I did write articles for BBC America for their Mind the Gap blog, and I'm thinking, well, there's no real easy way for me to link to that below, but if you go to Google and look up Lawrence Brown BBC America, you'll probably find all of my articles there. This is from MB. Have you done any theater work recently? You know what, the last theater show I did was The Tempest in 2015. I've been really out of the realm of theater in the recent years, and it's mainly because of all of you. You're keeping me tied to this channel, and I don't know what to do, although I absolutely love doing this channel. Do you like the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy movie or the TV series better? A little confession now, I've never seen the film, and I have seen the TV series, and while technically terrible in terms of, the production and all of that, I have great memories of that because I watched that when I was a child, around the time I think of watching Sylvester McCoy Doctor. And another $5 pledge donation, by the way. Let me go back to see who that was, or maybe Tara can tell me, and I'll continue this story. Oh no, it's just one from earlier that I already referenced, Counter Tenor. And I loved it, and I love the way it finishes, not to give the game away, with A Wonderful World by Louis Armstrong. Nice poignant moment. I don't know, I'm just going to keep going until the wine runs out, as somebody said. When the food gets here, I'll stop.
Okay, that sounds good, guys.
Yes.
We probably have maybe 20 minutes.
Yeah, so when the food gets here, I will stop. But Elise is getting closer to coming over. But the film I never saw because I bought into the bad reviews, and I really shouldn't, because I like Martin Freeman, and I like, the lighting nearly fell on me there. And all of that. Okay, sorry. I think people had said stuff about Ellis Island. The water around Ellis Island is New Jersey, but the island itself was deeded to New York State. Well, I went swimming in the water, didn't I? I didn't. It would have been freezing. It was January, as I recall. Let's see. What else have we got here? Another 30 minutes then? Probably 20. It depends how long my brain can keep going. Let's see. Love Jodie Whittaker, but Mandip Gill even more. She was on Hollyoaks. I didn't know that. Mandip Gill is one of the companions in the new Doctor, and it was a great ensemble cast, actually. I'm very excited. I hope that the next season, that the writing is more cohesive, I think, across the entire series. But on the whole, it was a decent first time out. What would you miss most about America if you moved back to England? Well, I can't really say the weather. I could say the Chicago early summer weather for sure. The people, I think I would definitely say the people that I've met, not just this rowdy bunch. In fact, mostly I'd be somewhat happy that we're connected only by Skype at that point. They're all looking at me. I'm joking.
How does this go that way?
Well, wine brings out honesty.
We got you that mug.
You did. Thank you. And I appreciate that. No, I'm joking. I say this every time. I would always miss the people most, I think. I made a point the other day that the thing I miss most about England is high-speed rail. That's the material thing I miss most, but I do miss the people most, I think, of England. Wonderful World by Louis is the best, says Rial. I have to agree. There aren't many songs much better than that. Let's see. Oh, it's stopped. I need to keep going. Let's see. I think America loves you guys too much. Don't leave. That's brilliant.
Aw.
Thank you. Yeah, well, I mean, it's it's something we've spoken about. We've got options either way. Which country do you live in? But honestly, like living in the US, so I don't know that that's necessarily going to end anytime soon. We are, of course, I don't think we've mentioned this yet in this live stream, although evidence might bear me out on that when I play it back tomorrow. I don't think we've mentioned that we are, in fact, of course, visiting the UK in May, and dreadfully excited about it. Dreadfully is
Yay.
probably the wrong adverb to insert there, but
Whoa.
it's something that I can't quite imagine. $19.99. Thank you, Everett H. I'm gonna have to hold that down to
My
read.
goodness.
Have you or do you ever plan on coming to Alabama for vacation? So yes, I mean, I plan on visiting all 50 states. I'm at halfway exactly. And Alabama is absolutely on my radar to visit. Chief among cities from there is Birmingham, because it was modeled. Do you in Mobile? Well, Mobile's another place, and notice I correctly pronounced Mobile, but Birmingham is high on my list because it was modeled on the city of Birmingham in the UK. Hello, the cat's back.
That was my mom, by the way. So I guess I don't know, relatives.
Yes, may do, and I'd just like to see how that sort of industrialization played out in comparison to Birmingham, England. So that's definitely on our to-do list at some point. How do I go back to the most recent ones? Have you ever been to Hawaii? This is from Nathaniel Blodgett. That's a great name, by the way. I haven't. It's weird. We've got banging cupboards. I'll try to get closer to the microphone. This is too intimate. Let me back up.
Oh, by the way,
Hawaii.
Whoever it was who asked, Elise is my niece.
Yes, and my
Mine's
niece,
a buddy,
and
so-
she has here some. What do you call those Cheetos? No, what are they called? Cheerios. Thank you. They're crisps, aren't they? Hawaii. Sorry. Are you on camera? She's behind me. Hawaii and Alaska, right? They're always those two states. You always think, oh, they'll be the last ones I get to because they're not part of the contiguous United States. But I don't know if I see it that way round. I think it's sort of, if it comes up, it comes up, and if I go there, I go there before the other ones. So absolutely, I have an intention, just as I said with Alabama, to visit all of the 50 states. Yeah, everybody saw your bun there on top of your head. So where are we? Watch Dark Shadows at 11 p.m. on channel 26.6. No idea what that means, but I'll try.
I used to love Dark Shadows.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
Dad had the whole set.
Did
That
he
was our
really?
New Year's tradition.
Are you a Chicago Bears fan? I just haven't really. I've got to be honest. I haven't really got into football all that much. Yeah, well, it's not that the sport is in any way deficient. It's just that my attention span is, and I haven't kept up with that. Basketball is, for me, the easiest to digest of all of the American, the four big ones. It's easiest for me to digest because it's very end to end. And so the Bears, not so much. Let's watch out for the mosquitoes in Alaska. Yeah, anybody that's seen my channel before, and I hope that's a lot of you, will know that my face does not react well to mosquito bites. If this was a regular YouTube video right now, I would bring up the image of me. It looked like I'd been pulped by burglars. Okay, what do we got? My sister lives in Enterprise, as in Star Trek. It's fictional. The USS Enterprise is not a real place. Basketball games are shorter. Yeah, that's another plus for sure. What is end to end? Well, you know how it's like back and forth. It's like, oh, we got a basket, now the other team's got a basket, and so on and so on. It's really pretty amazing in that regard. What's this? Just get Cody and it all falls into place. I'm reading these at random. Don't know what Cody is. Sorry. Moving on. What have we got? It's going so fast. Enterprise, Alabama. This is something I love about the US. You have sort of place names that are just sort of everyday words, like Defiance, Ohio, for example. Amazing. Which I've been to Defiance. I haven't been to Enterprise, but maybe one of these days I will. If you put a dryer sheet in your back pocket, mosquitoes won't bother you. That's got to be made up. Is that real? Okay. Come to Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. It'll remind you of home in more ways than one, because I, in fact, went to Lancaster University. I've had a bit of a history, not a history, but back in my past, I've been to one or two Amish towns. And of course, Lancaster County, very much renowned for its Amish population. So that would be an interesting exploration as well. Pennsylvania in general, just from a historical point of view, of course, is somewhere that I would like to see. Better actor, Martin Freeman or Benedict Cumberbatch? I'd have to go with Cumberbatch as the better actor. Like, he could do lead roles, and indeed has, as Doctor Strange. But Martin Freeman, a good character actor. Although now that I think about it, he's played lead roles too, hasn't he, in The Hobbit and the aforementioned Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Yes, I have been to Toledo, Ohio. Seth Brzezinski, great art museum there, and we went to a fantastic seafood restaurant by the lake. It was phenomenal, but I can't remember the name of that seafood restaurant. In Toledo, yeah.
I don't remember either, but it was really good.
It was.
You're the only seafood restaurant that we know of in Toledo by the downtown river area.
They may not hear you right now. It's very, Mammy left the room, so the cat is crying very loudly. Kafka, it's nice, Elise. Are you all right? Okay. What's this? Keep going. Somebody asked me favorite Beatle, and somebody responded with Pete Best. Underrated. Favorite Beatle. It's a tough one. Sorry, I belched again. It was the wine. Probably John Lennon. But I don't know. It depends on my mood. How tall are you? This is from Faye Rivera. I am 6'1" and some change. Not change, that would imply money was exchanged. Cumberbatch was a great Richard III's funeral. All right. Well, he was, yes. Let's see. What do we got? Next time you go to southern New Jersey, look for a drink called Boost. It tastes similar to flat Pepsi, but it's not, and it's very good as a button, but it went away. Let's see. Moscow, Idaho. I was so near to Moscow, Idaho. We were actually talking about this today, weirdly, because there's a Moscow in Indiana. And I did get close to Moscow, Indiana. I was up in Spokane, Washington, came up to Coeur d'Alene, but if I'd just headed south, I would have been there. John was a flawed genius. Yes, I could go with that. Are you in the Western United States? Maybe this comes from Kaiser 504. Maybe others can tell Kaiser 504 where I am in the United States. No, I'll do it. It's Chicago, hence the Cubs T-shirt. Berlin, Wisconsin. Yes. In fact, while you're at it, send me your states, cities that are named after countries. So there's Brazil, Indiana, there's Lebanon, Indiana, for example, and so forth. There's a Moscow in Maine too, probably similar weather, wintertime. Did you see Wallace, Idaho when you were around Coeur d'Alene? Doesn't ring a bell, but I'm sure I probably saw it on some road signs. Hi, Tara, beautiful wife. So you're in there. If thanks. We're breaking the internet. We got some brute. Yes, some. Thank you, John. This is from my brother-in-law. Has given me some more French alcohol. Seems to be a running thing. Italy, Texas, Lebanon, Pennsylvania. Indeed. $1.99 from Everett H. Again, please pronounce Tallapoosa, Wedowee, and Wedaki. My Native American pronunciations are often butchered because they're often not as you expect, I guess. I'm assuming those were of Native American origin. They kind of looked it. What do we got? There's a London, Kentucky, a few Londons in the United States as well. What do we got? We've got plenty coming on now. Southern Cali, very different from San Francisco. This is from Sue Sylvester. Yes, indeed. California, very diverse in many ways. We've got three people, I suppose, who actually live in California. I say people, one of them's a child, Is she, what age does she become a person at? What, at birth?
Do you really want to start this conversation right now?
It's different in England. It is different in England. Yeah.
That's why we don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, let's not get controversial here.
Postnatal abortion, but
Let's not go down.
Yeah, I'm not getting into that. My joke actually wasn't about that. It was about how I just see kids as these things that move and make noises. Indeed, Canton, Michigan. Okay. Oh, that's a hard one to say. That's Finland, Minnesota. Okay, well, that's good. Do we have any more sort of comments about just stuff? Ask me things. This is like Ask a Brit, but live. Michael Jackson was from Gary, Indiana. This is true. What's up, guys? The fan, the ceiling is there. There are 3 Manchesters that I know of. Yes, Manchester City, Manchester United, and Central Manchester in the UK. And plenty in the US. You're right. I agree. Rock on, guys. Let's see. George, Washington. There is a George in Washington. I love that. Whoa, the champagne just opened and the baby's knocked out. She's down for the count. Yeah. Hi from Normal, Illinois. Again, it's up there with Defiance, Ohio, and Enterprise, Alabama. Normal, Illinois. Great name. Want to visit. Oh, what is that? My father's family is from Roshanchua, Wales. And yes, that was the Welsh pronunciation of that place. Lima, although I think it's pronounced Lima in Ohio. Yes, indeed. And there's one, I think, in Indiana. Is there not? Do you have a job other than YouTubing? Yes, I do. Moving on. No, I work. I'm a technical writer, shall we say? Paris, Kentucky, indeed. My favorite foreign US city name is Norbone, Indiana. Interesting. All right, so let's see. Oh, it's moving fast again. Let's see. What do we got here? People are smoking weed in my building. I'm laughing too much at this now. That's me reading a comment. That's not me talking about the child. She's not doing weed. That wouldn't happen. $4.99. Everett H, you are having a great Friday. As good as mine. You were so close. Talapooza was right. You're the first one to get it close on the first try. It's Wee Hadki and Wee Dowie. Brilliant. I'll keep that in mind. When did you start wearing glasses? About 1983. I was 2. No, I'm joking. I have no memory of when I first started, although I do have a memory of when my best friend, yes, my best friend, threw my glasses down the drain. Thanks, John. I now have 2 drinks. I now have 3 drinks. Thank you. This is getting better and better all the time.
To be a cheers.
Oh, sorry. I was meant to toast instead of stealing your drink. There you go. Clink. I would have done it, by the way. I don't usually mix drinks well, so this video might not end well. $4.99. Who did that come from? I skipped a beat there. Oh no, it's okay. It was the Everett H donation, so we're good there. Favorite American beer? Budweiser, right? No, I'm joking. John, what's your favorite American beer? You're an aficionado.
Ooh.
Give him like 4 seconds.
Too many.
He's coming.
You know what? Hold that thought. He'll tell you when he's ready.
Yes, just yell it and we'll be good. Ching ching, indeed. Mr. Brown is going to pass out before the stream is over. You bet I will. Let's see. I cry. Don't cry, Anna Richards. Blue moon, I saw you standing alone. You just said blue moon, so I sang it. I said I wouldn't sing. Why did you make me do that? Sounds like a party there. It depends how you define party. So we've got let's see, 5 humans in the room. We've got the infant, and it's Giggs or Scholes. Scholes. I think Paul Scholes is probably the greatest Manchester United player of all time. Could be a few people watching this that don't get the reference. Let's see. Let's see. Aberdeen, Washington. Yep. More Scottish connections there. Cat or crying baby? Can't tell. Neither can I. What do we got? Did you not count the baby as a person again? It's just so hard for me to do. You have a John Lennon profile picture. Sam Adams is good if you're going for the sort of well-known beers, but my brother-in-law over here knows everything about beers, so he'll be able to tell you. Kokomo, Indiana. Where were you born? They were all born in Kokomo, Indiana. So, yeah, all as in 2 over there.
The answer is Fat Squirrel by New Glarus.
Fat Squirrel by
New Glarus.
New Glarus. A
Wisconsin
Wisconsin beer. Wisconsin beer. Apparently, that is the best in the USA.
This guy was not born in Kokomo. He was born
In
in
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
And they're still talking. I can't speak over that. The irony is that George is my favorite Beatle, says John Lennon profile picture. I'm a hypocrite, but John Lennon was, but in the best of ways. Can you be a hypocrite in the best of ways? I don't know. It's very good. Fart Squirrel. They ask if it was Fart Squirrel. My pronunciation. Fat.
Like that.
Fat.
Like me.
No R.
Like me.
And like me. Okay, do you like Springsteen? This is from Faye Rivera. Yeah. Who doesn't like Springsteen? Probably a lot of people. I have to be in the mood. It's coming in a lot. Bobby Charlton. They just said Bobby Charlton.
All right,
Yes.
I'm down.
Yeah, I mean, Bobby was, my dad will tell you, Bobby, great midfield player, and of course won the World Cup for England. No other, well, I was about to say no other player has. He didn't win it on his own, but no team has since 1966. There's Anna Addison in Iowa. Hello. Can't wait to visit Iowa. Haven't done so. It's next door. Not literally. That's my next door neighbor who may be watching this. Who knows?
Oh, somebody
This
gave
point.
another shout out to New Glarus and Fat Squirrel and Spotted Cow.
There you go. There you go.
Somebody on there.
Hannah Banana, say pizza, please. Pizza. Is it different? Say pizza.
Pizza.
We're pretty similar. I don't say pizza. Do you like Cliff Richard? I'm not supposed to. There are some songs I will like, ironically. The one where he does that funny dance, and I can't remember it right now. Let's see. Oh, we've got another pronunciation one. I'm not even going to try that. That's looks dirty. They're doing unspeakable things to the baby. Can't even talk about that right now. Squirrel. I did that earlier, but I'll do it again. Squirrel. Oh, excuse me. I'm burping. Do you like Block Party? We're about to go to one. Can't you tell? You mean the band? I have no opinion, unfortunately, at this time. Killer. What do we got? Does it make anyone else cringe when someone says pitter with a short I sound? Sorry. I say it that way. Let's see. What do we got? Should Ole still be at the wheel? Yes. Do people get as excited? This is Tracy S. Scraboot. Hope that's the correct pronunciation. You may have told me earlier on. $5. Thank you, Tracy. Do people get as excited about cricket as they do about football? No. Granted, it's probably a slow excitement. Worldwide, a lot of people do like cricket. At this table right now, I hate cricket. Don't understand it. I think Elise dislikes it too. Baseball's better in many ways. Yeah, there'll be a lot in this. I can guarantee it. How do you say pecan? Pecan. Yeah, indeed. Right. Let's see. This is. I'm still going. How long has this been going? Can anyone tell me?
It might be a little bit longer. So
The food
we'll have to
apparently is
update
delayed.
update your policy.
And I have now another glass of alcohol. Do tornadoes scare you? No, they don't. Well, yeah, they do. But I've been saying this for years. I want to see a tornado with my own eyes, right? In a field that just like doesn't tear up any houses. It just cuts through some like farmland, which is bad. I don't want that farmer to lose their, livelihood and all that. It knocks down a tree. No, that goes against my environmentalist beliefs. It does something, right? It doesn't cause much harm, but I see it with my own eyes. I'd love to do that and get that sort of fear building up. Yes, I am scared of tornadoes. The Ashes is cricket. It's not that exciting. Mindy Cope. Tornadoes or cricket? Bit of both. I see. What do we got? Come to Oklahoma to see tornadoes. Yes, that is something I've heard about. And also barbecue sauce. Right? Have you ever been water skiing? No, but I've been to Florida, which is a similar thing. How about Freddie Flintoff from Queen? No, it's Freddie Mercury. Who's Freddie Flintoff? Oh, he was a cricketer, wasn't he? I remember that name. Your face is getting flushed. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Sue Sylvester says that. Well, of course it is. I've had, half a cup of wine. That's going to happen. Seen one. It was terrifying. Oh, yeah. Cricket.
Not a half a bottle.
Just half a cup.
It really isn't that much.
My mother-in-law should know me by now.
Water.
Butter.
Water.
Water?
Water.
Do I want water or butter? I don't know. I don't want them both together. That would be hideous. If a tornado looks like it's standing still, it's heading straight at you. That is good to know. Let's see. What do we got? Drink up. I will. Somebody wants this to end. Not me. I'm enjoying this. Although I think it's going to be diminishing returns the more I drink. Butter, says Hannah Banana. Are you the drunk uncle in this family party? No. What is that all about? I can't believe you would say that. Yeah, Merry Dismas. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Haddock or cod? I'm from Grimsby. What do you think? I don't know, actually. I think haddock. I don't need water.
I'm just saying, unless you want some.
She does not have any faith in my ability to consume alcohol and stay somewhat sober. With reason, with good reason. I forget words like good. Bit strong, that water. James Corden. Don't have an opinion. $5 from Adam F. Ever been to Connecticut? In a way, not just a drive-through. Oh, so no, in that case, from NYC to Boston. That's what I did. My fiance just got a visa from England. I make him watch all your vids. Brilliant. Although he shouldn't have to watch it as a hostage. You know, this should be something that he enjoys. Otherwise, it's just forced entertainment. But yes, I did go through Connecticut. The best memory I have of driving through there was seeing the WWE headquarters at the side of the road. I used to be a big wrestling fan. Never mind. Pronounce career. Career. Similar to the word career, as in a job, you know, a series of jobs. Your opinion on James Corden. Okay, I'll give it. I like him, right? People in England don't, and I missed that hatred because I moved away, and I grew to know him through Doctor Who, and I think he's okay. Yeah, so I think he's all right. Let's see. Did you like the series Life on Mars? I was in it. I'm John Sims. No, I'm joking. That's not true. Why do British people put an R sound on some words that end in A, like career? We don't do it if it's just isolated by itself. It's if it's followed by another word that has a vowel at the beginning. So if we're talking about Korea and Japan, we might put an R there. But when it's on its own, we wouldn't do that. And it's just, I mean, it's a historic thing that we just kept up doing. James Corden peaked on Doctor Who. That could be true. That could be true. Although I do like watching his, you know, the carpool karaoke thing. Jack Whitehall. He's funny. I've seen him. What? Kid said something at me. I was saying. Corden is an obsequious turd. That's not my words. That's the words of Arch Enema 67. We got here. I think that was in New Haven, the WWF, then WWE headquarters. It has been a long time since I went through there, though. Could have been. I didn't clock it at the time, I have to say. This is amazing. What do we got? Well, hello, Lawrence. This is Firecracker 3240. One of my longest serving, that's not the right term, is it? But one of my, how far back do we go? I mean, 2015, I think. I remember one of my first subscribers, and I always look out for your name when the videos go out. Do a WWF show. Bring the baby over. We'll get some wrestling going live. They've asked for it. So I don't want to take on the adults because I'll lose, especially after all this wine. What do we got? I've actually visited the building. My building. Oh, WWE headquarters. Let's see. Please pronounce Maryland like a British person. Maryland is how I come to pronounce it. But yes, I mean, before I moved here, I just pronounced it as I saw it. So that's that. Have you ever been to a legit rodeo or bull riding show? No, I've never really been in that part of the world, except for I did go to Dallas on to the airport as a kind of indirect, route to Boise. Come on, get trash, Lawrence. Will, if you spell my name correctly, although at this point I'm not sure I could. Let's do it. Let's get absolutely wankered. Mix the drinks. It's bad news when I mix the drink.
Firecracker.
Yeah, sorry, it is. Either that or the cat, as we've established. The sounds are very similar. $4.99. Everett H again. Thank you. In your opinion, which part of the South makes the best barbecue, and what's your favorite Southern dish and sweet? I think that the answer to that, in terms of states, is Texas and Oklahoma and all of the other states that make barbecue. It's also a cop out of an answer because I'm terrified of messing with Texas and also, just saying something bad about any of these states. I don't really like barbecue. Is that the worst thing to say?
That is really a terrible thing to say.
I'm gonna get killed.
Also, I think there were like 3 different people who asked me if I was doing okay a second ago, and yes, I'm fine. Thank
Yes,
you,
she's doing fine. She's knocked back 4 wines, more than me, and she's hanging in there. It numbs the pain, to be fair.
Were you a vegetarian till like 2 seconds ago?
Yeah, I stopped being a vegetarian like ages ago. Man.
Barbecue is the thing.
Yeah, right, exactly. I'm slurring my speech. What do we got? Hey, it went away. What is a wanker? Never understood that word. It's just it's another word for tosser, which is also British slang for what's an American equivalent of wanker? Just I don't know, an asshole, an asshole. Yeah, basically. But the way I used it, the verb to get wankered in Britain means to get drunk. Let's see. Yeah, indeed. Let's see. A jerk off. You said it. I just repeated it. And YouTube can do what it likes with the language I'm using at this point. This is an experiment. Jägermeister off, jack off. I'm sorry. This is getting into a realm I didn't expect. Where are we? Don't like barbecue. Storm the village. Can you lock the door just in case? We might. Right. Well, we're going to get some people descending on the apartment here for the.
Actually, speaking of descending on the apartment,
barbecue
food
gate
is going to be here in maybe 5 minutes.
Thank goodness. 5 minutes until the food arrives. No barbecue involved. At this point, though, of course, I'll have to say that I might well give my verdict on some barbecue, themed food, and maybe I'll change my mind and ward off the ghosts. Or not even ghosts, your actual people that will be really angry with my verdict on that. If they storm the apartment, throw the baby and cat at them. Yeah. And then we'll have a 3-way fight. And whoever wins that triple threat match gets a WWE contract. Toasted ravioli. Elise would win. Probably. She's muscular. Toasted ravioli. Never had it, have I? Is that? What's that St. Louis thing? They do ravioli something. What is it?
Oh, it's the fried ravioli.
Is some kind of fried ravioli? I've had that. That was pretty good. Do you like Mexican food? Yes, I do. Specifically burritos, and I like arroz con pollo whenever I go to Mexican restaurants. Really good for you, I hear. Wait, does Arby's deliver? I don't know because I've never eaten Arby's.
That's a lie.
Shush. So I don't know. St. Louis. Yes, I mentioned St. Louis. Let's see what we got here. Memphis is home to the World Barbecue Championship. Didn't know that. It is good to know. What is your favorite food of all time? It's lemongrass chicken. And I can't get it. I was going to get that tonight.
I literally ordered it for you.
Yeah, and then you had to change your mind.
I ordered it.
Yeah.
No, she actually did.
Wait, so I was getting it.
They offered it at the second place too.
The stars are aligning. I am actually getting lemongrass chicken. That's
when it gets here, which should be very soon.
That raises my spirits. Anna Addison, do you miss curry? The dish, not curry monster. I do, although I've been able to find it in places. There is a pub in Indianapolis, and it's called McNiven's, and it does a pretty decent. By decent, I mean very English, very British curry sauce, which I absolutely love. Pictures of teriyaki chicken. Please send them to me. Oh, you want me to send them? Well, I'm actually not getting teriyaki now. Let's see. iHadrix. Don't know what that means. Let's see. Arby's does not deliver. This is from Thud.
Well, now we know.
Yeah, now we know. Let's see. What do we got? What would you eat first when you go back to England? I've actually considered this like day in, day out. I've lost sleep over it. I was sweating last night. It's going to be sausage rolls.
All right, friends, you got 2 minutes.
2 minutes? Is that the countdown's on? Sausage rolls. As soon as we land at Heathrow, I will be finding the first Greggs and devouring the entire store, actually. But sausage rolls will be first on that very list. Let's see, what do we got here? Good evening, Mr. Brown. That's from Joseph Cote. No accent. Hello. This is from Everett H again, $4.99. Thank you again for the donation. You need to get some $150, not $150, but 150 proof Everclear and live stream and see how it takes you to get hammered, how long it takes you to get hammered from it. I'm slurring my speech now. And give your opinion on it. Well, I'll try absinthe. I'll do that. I mean, I'll be seeing, green, what is it? Monkeys? Green fairies? The green fairies.
They just went out to get it. So
The food hath arrived. So I'm going to go and eat. Thank you all for joining me for a drink. I hope you all had one yourself. I hope you're enjoying what is known as Vida. That's a video every day in April. And we will do more, of course, as we go forward. One final thing. There is a video right now that is flying. It is flying. It is actually going viral. This video, you've probably seen it. Hopefully you have if you're a subscriber of ours. It's the video in which I talk about why high-speed rail never really took off in the United States. Find that video, start sharing it with everyone, because what's going to happen there is the more it goes viral, the more subscribers come to this channel and the bigger we grow. We are so close to 50,000 subscribers. Can't believe I'm saying that very number. So that would help. If there's one thing I could leave you with today, do that. Okay, I'm going to go drink, eat, and that's actually it. Bye.
Good night, friends.
Bye. How do I end this? Got to pull up the I don't know where it is. I actually don't know how to end it. They're just going to listen to me fumble through this. Okay, I found the stop broadcast button. This is the end. 3, 2, 1. What comes after 1? Stop broadcast.